Hello and welcome. I am so excited that you are here with me today because we're going to talk about a subject that I am deeply passionate about, and that is shining your light. And if this is resonating for you, then I know that there is a deeper, more powerful, intense light within you that is wanting to emerge. Before we get any deeper into letting your light shine, I do want to acknowledge you already shine. You already shine. Because at the core of this message is simply being who you are. And I say simply, and you might be like, oh, that's a little challenging, right? Depending where you are. That's what it's about. It's about being who you are. At the end of December 2020, I had a vision seeing the entire planet filled with walking, talking, breathing, being bright lights. As you can tell, I believe that everything is possible. I want to give you kudos right now for the journey that you've already been on in listening to the call of being more of who you are in the world. You are on the right path, and I'm so proud of you. You are already shining. And as we move through today's conversation, I want to share with you more about how you can allow yourself to shine even more. So, first, let me say, who am I and why am I talking about this, right? Why am I so passionate about this? Well, clearly, my name is Kim O'Neill. I host a podcast and live show. I also am a transformational confidence coach. And I work with spiritually curious professionals who are feeling unfulfilled. And I help them find the courage, confidence, and clarity so that they can move forward in ways that are meaningful for them. But before I focused on that, my focus actually was interview coaching, helping job seekers prepare for employment interviews. And what I quickly saw time and time again was this recurring pattern. It didn't matter who I was working with. My clients were smart. They clearly knew how to do the jobs that they were applying for. And they had this reluctance to own what they're good at, to be able to speak about it and share it with people. They had a reluctance to fully embrace and connect with who they are. And because of that, others weren't able to see who they were. And through practicing, through our mock interviews, and through getting clear on this is you, let's get rid of the limiting beliefs because you have every right to own who you are. And you're in your greatest power when you allow yourself to be who you are. That when they got to that place, the offers started showing up, and sometimes more than one. When you see and embrace the real you, others will begin to see and embrace the real you too. So let's first talk about what is the perception of what shining your light might look like. And then I want to share with you what I believe that shining your light might look like. And I want you to just pay attention to which one looks better to you, which one sounds and feels better to you. So the perception of what shining your light looks like might be something like a person is, on a stage. They're performing something. They are an extrovert. Extroverts shine, right? To shine, you have to be loud and proud. Things that are perfection, whatever falls into the category of perfection, those shine, right? Or maybe it's, someone has attained a certain level as a traditional leadership role in the world, and therefore they shine. Now, I'm not saying that those things don't shine or can't shine, but that's a very limited scope of what can shine, of what does shine. So now I want to share with you what I see shines. I see it all the time in people who don't see it in themselves. You shine when you allow yourself to be different in whatever ways you are naturally different. We are all different in some way. You shine when you're comfortable in your own skin. You shine when you allow yourself to be expressed in ways that resonate for you, feel natural for you. You shine when you're being the highest version of who you are. versus operating from that space of limiting beliefs or some other illusion of who you think you're supposed to be. You shine when you are in your own rhythm and flow. Again, you already shine. And I'm going to share with you today how you can allow yourself to shine even brighter by starting off with encouraging you to adopt the belief that you already shine. Did you see the 2017 Wonder Woman movie with Gal Gadot? And did you notice that she was, of course, very intelligent? Yes, she was physically strong, but her ultimate power erupted from her heart. And when she was in that space, she was unstoppable. Right? Right. Okay, I know you've seen the movie or you've seen the clips. You get what I'm talking about. She led with her heart. And so just like you, every time you do something nice for another person, you shine. Every time you take action on something that matters to you, when you take time to listen to your heart and act from that place, that's what supports you in shining even brighter. Not everyone's shine looks the same. It's not supposed to. The entrepreneur who's learning how to be vulnerable and share their journey with their audience, you freaking shine. The male coaching client who comes to me and says, I want to learn how to understand my emotions better and deepen my connection with other people. You are a breath of fresh air and you shine. The person who chooses to be a trailblazer and carve their own path, moving in uncharted territory, despite however many other people don't see or tap into what you see, even if you don't fully understand what you're doing, but you know you're feeling called and led to it. You shine. You are an inspiration. So I encourage you to not fall into the space of comparison because first off, there is no other you. Someone else's shine is going to look awesome, just as your shine looks awesome to them. Don't make yourself wrong for how you shine and glow in comparison to them. There's room for every person's shine, and the world benefits from every person shining as brightly as they can. So before I get into my 5 stages of shining, I want to first say that if there's anything I've said already that is resonating for you, write it down. Whether it's something I've literally said or just something that's coming up for you right now, write that down because there's something there for you. And that is going to be a link for you to getting to that place where you feel like you can be more of who you authentically are. So I want to share with you now the 5 stages of shining your light. So we've already talked about shining your light, well, is really being who you are. And well, how do you be who you are? Well, that means you must know who you are. But how, what if you don't know who you are? What if you don't know who you are? What if you're in that space of just starting to awaken to there being new possibilities for your life, for who you are, for what your purpose may be? If that is speaking to you, I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you for listening to that and paying attention to that. And just being in the space of open inquiry to learn more of what that means and looks like for you. Good job. When you don't know who you are, it's very possible that you've adopted beliefs about who you are that actually aren't your beliefs. They're other people's beliefs. And now's the time for you to decide, wait a second. No. Who am I? And when you get into that space of starting to know who you are more, you begin to feel more empowered because you recognize you have choice. You have choice. You start to feel more of that sense of purpose. You start to believe in yourself a little bit more. And the more and more that you release those limiting beliefs, those fears and anxieties of being accepted and approved by other people, then you begin to shift into embracing who you are. I don't believe that people leap from knowing who they are to being who they are. There's an integration phase of integrating that knowing into your physical being that takes place. And it's a very personal experience for most people. And it's learning how to feel what it means to be you, how to be okay with maybe other people don't somehow approve of who you are. That's okay. They don't have to. They don't have to. Your job is to approve of who you are. Your job is to love and resonate deeply with yourself. And the more that you're in tune with that, you'll be able to resonate more deeply with it and understand it. You believe in yourself more. That's where your self-acceptance begins to deepen more and more. And as you get more and more adept at embracing who you are, you get to the stage of being who you are, as you are now embodying that highest version of who you are. And that is how you move and show up throughout the world in everything that you do. You don't hold yourself back out of fear or anxiety. You allow yourself to use your authentic voice, regardless if other people don't like it or not. You allow yourself to use your authentic voice, regardless if other people don't like it or not. It's okay. You have learned the gift that you are. You gift yourself the freedom to be more of who you have always had the right to be. You have more fun, more self-confidence, more excitement in your life, and you're able to be in the flow of you. And guess what? When you are being who you are, we then move to the fifth stage of shining your light. And shining isn't then actually anything that you do. It's a natural, organic byproduct of what happens when you are so comfortable with being who you are, that you naturally emit a radiant glow. So, how can you start to be more of who you are? Well, first and foremost, again, trust whatever's showing up for you right now. Trust those insights. Journal on them, meditate on them, start to experiment with setting new intentions to help you shift into that next level of being who you are. Again, I want to affirm, adopt the belief that you already shine. I also want to suggest to begin to tune even more deeply into the connection you have with your highest self. You already are connected to your highest self. And I use that phrase, and I know that doesn't resonate with everybody. So replace it with something else that makes sense for you. Maybe it's God. Maybe it's the universe. Maybe it can be anything at all. Whatever you perceive as that life force energy that is breathing through your physical body. Allow yourself to tune into that even more. So as you know yourself, that energy can integrate into you more fully. When you consciously connect with this higher version of who you are, your self-trust grows, your self-confidence increases, and your relationships with other people improve because your relationship with yourself has improved. There's a term in physics or a phrase, and that's intensity of light. And intensity of light simply refers to the degree of how much light energy is coming through a source, you, and that determines how far the light will spread and be seen. And so think about that. The stronger of a connection you feel you have with your higher self, you are going to be more in that flow and emitting even more of a glow. Which leads me to the last key piece in allowing yourself to be more of who you are. And that's going right back to your heart. And that is self-love. When you get in the habit of loving yourself first, I'm not saying loving yourself only. I'm talking about loving yourself first. You won't be leaking your light, bright energy through self-doubt, through living in the past, through replaying old heartache that's been going on within your energy. So I'm going to share with you now 3 things you can do to start to deepen into what self-love means and looks like for you. First, I encourage you to decide to accept all of who you are. What are the parts of yourself, of your dreams, your goals, your likes, your sense of humor, your personality, how you look? What aspects of yourself have you been denying? We're always in a state of growth and changing. That's a different concept. But who you innately are in this moment, decide to accept all of who you are right now in this moment. That allows you to be in your greatest power. No more denial, no more self-betrayal. My second tip for deepening into your self-love is prioritizing and acting on your needs first. The phrase, do unto others as you would have them do unto you, may come to mind. And that's a fantastic phrase. I want to share with you a reframe. Do unto yourself as you would want others to do unto you. We teach people how to love us, how to treat us. And if you are in a perpetual habit of not loving yourself, not giving to yourself, not embracing what's awesome about who you are, that's what people and the universe are responding to. So when you begin to switch that around, that's what the universe and other people will begin to respond to. Third, and my final tip for self-love is forgiving yourself and others, allowing yourself to heal. When you choose to heal, I'm going to point out the obvious here. When you choose to heal, not be in the space and the energy of, oh, I want to heal, but when you choose, when you decide that you are going to heal, you choose to be healed, that means you're no longer going to be hanging on to the heaviness of all those other things that are weighing you down. It can be easy to become so comfortable with discomfort that you don't even recognize how it's been dimming your light. You get to be healed. You get to be free, but you have to choose it for yourself. You have to choose to move in that direction. And one day you're going to know who you are as a healed person next. And in that space, that's when you get to live. You get to be. You have living to do. You get to shine. You can't fully rise and shine when you have heavy burdens of the past weighing you down. And so with that, that brings me to the end of our conversation today. And if you will, I would like to gift you a short visualization. And so just take a moment to close your eyes, place one hand on your heart. You can place the other hand on your abdomen or your upper thigh. Take a deep breath in and just allow yourself to feel the energy, the light of your highest self. That continuous connection you always have. Allow that light and that connection to beam down into your physical body, connecting with every single cell, encompassing your heart, flowing down into your abdomen, your power center, and extending all the way down into the physical earth, grounding your energy from above and below, knowing that you are supported as the spiritual being that you are, having a human experience on this earth. You get to be as much of your highest self that you want to be, that you desire to be. You get to shine. You are a gift to the world. Just take that in. Absorb the truth in that statement. Even if it doesn't fully make sense in this moment, just take that in. Allow yourself to sit with it. And lastly, thank yourself for choosing to be present today in this moment, for everything you've done to get here, for all the ways that you've chosen to learn and to grow and to love yourself already, and remain open to more receiving, more growing, and deepened levels of being who you authentically are. Knowing that now and at all times you are valued. Your uniqueness is beautiful. You are a gift to the world. You are already loved. And just take another deep breath in and open your eyes when you are ready. If today's talk has resonated with you on any level, I invite you to join the Let Your Light Shine movement. You will see a link to join somewhere along with this video. And all it takes to join is to simply fill out the short form on that page, lending your light to the movement, lending your light to the voices that are choosing to say, I choose to be more of who I am. I choose to allow myself to shine. And as I do so, I am not only a gift to myself, I am a gift to the world. Edith Wharton said, there are two ways of spreading light: to be the candle or the mirror that reflects it. When you choose to join the Let Your Light Shine movement, you become even more of a beacon of light. Being your authentic self, you automatically become a leader paving the way for others to know that they too have permission to be who they are. One bright light brightens the next. In a world filled with light, we are creating heaven on earth. And I want to thank you for being who you are. And thank you for being here today.